I am the daughter of Barbara McCrae, the granddaughter of Jimmy Spears, the granddaughter of Codell Jemison. I am Chickasaw, Haitian, and Batois. I am a healer, mother, teacher. I am also a divine spirit having a human experience. I am a sacred woman. I am SEANA Spears, a spiritual consultant. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm talking about dressing candles. And there are thousands of videos of dressing candles, but I find it appropriate to do one on dressing candles because it is important to use herbs that are native to your region. Our ancestors did not have Amazon, so they used what was readily available. And I think that for your best energy work, it'll be good for you to use what's native to your environment. So before I begin with any activity dressing the candle, I cleanse myself. I've already have used the super smudge, which consists of cinnamon, white sage, rosemary, and pine needles. Pine needles are native to my living environment. That's my go-to. And I also have cleansed myself with the incense that's burning. So it's important to cleanse the tools you're working with, to cleanse off the energy of the producer and also the manufacturer. And in this case, I am the producer. So I'm cleansing all of my energy off so that we're beginning with a blank slate. I am dressing a yellow candle because it is summer. It is the time of happiness. Yellow is the color of pure joy. It's the color of the sun. It's also the color of activity. So when you are dressing candle, you want to make sure that you're not mixing items that will cause you to be sluggish with things that are going to cause you to be aroused. So when you're dealing with yellow, which has a higher vibration than blue, you need to make sure that you're using high vibration items, high vibration tools. So right here, this is buttercup. It is a wild herb that is edible, and buttercup produces happiness. It is the herb of summer, in my opinion. You cannot pass by a meadow and not see buttercup during the spring and summer. And when you pass it, it automatically gives you a feeling of joy. So I'm going to add the buttercup to the candle. Now when you're adding tools to your candles, make sure that you do not get close to the wick because you do not want to cause an unintentional fire or combustion. I am also adding blessed thistle. Blessed thistle is a wild herb that is native to my region that also brings about a sense of joy. I have lavender from my garden. Now, I'm sure you are familiar with lavender being from the Mediterranean, but it's so easily to grow in this environment. And it's so happy and it smells great. I do not scent my dress candles because I use oils, and oils are combustible. And there's also oil and alcohol, and the fragrance do not want to start an unintentional fire, like I said. This is a skewer for making kebabs. This is a perfect tool for drilling holes in your candles. I drilled 5 holes in the candles using this, and this would allow my tools to seep down to the bottom of the candle, so as it is burning, there is diffusion of all of the tools to seep down to the candle, so as it burns, I'm not running out of resources. Next, I'm going to use spiritual power. This enhances the energy, the power that this candle will give off. 2 or 3 drops, that's all it takes, just a little bit. In addition to power, I'm going to give my candles a helping hand. the drop. Because we have added 3 oil-based substances. We do not want to start an uncontrollable fire. Lastly, crystals. Now, for a candle like this, I would have typically gone for a yellow stone, such as carnelian, but my spirit did not put my hands on it. It would not allow me to use that crystal. But what I kept on coming across is moonstone. So your intuition is greater than your textbook understanding, for lack of better terms. So go with spirit at all costs. I use 9 crystals because 9 is the number of completion. So now that it's fully dressed and it looks beautiful, the scent from these different oils has scented the candle a little bit, so there is a small amount of fragrance. But in this, we're not chasing fragrance. Now that it's done, you need to set your intentions. Because if you do not give it power, if you do not give it direction, it will have no significant power. Let me rephrase. So, intentions equal the power. If not, you're just making a pretty candle. So, my intention is for this candle to bring about joy. And while it's setting, I hold the candle and I repeat joy 9 times because again, 9 is the number of completion. And with me having a Christian spiritual background, the Lord's Prayer carries my candles. So I will say that 9 times. And you are free to use whatever method you would like to set the intentions on the candle. But remember that intention is the most important thing in dealing with any tool. Even the smudge. If you do not give it intention, if you do not give it direction, it's just incense. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for learning how to dress your candles. I want to remind you that I'm Sean Spears and encourage you to keep your spears sharpened.
Okay.